Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm here to do a contest entry for my good friend Tony, HorrorHands, who is currently running a Road to 500 subscriber contest. So Tony, first of all, before I get on with my entry, massive congratulations. I think you're about 30 or a bit less than 30 subscribers away from 500 subs. And I've got to say, out of the newer YouTubers, you're one of the ones that I've been most impressed with and have really enjoyed seeing your channel grow, because you've just sort of basically taken off. You really have. You make some absolutely fantastic content. You do a lot for this community. I feel you're doing all the right things. So keep making the awesome videos, and yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic to see how much you've grown and how popular you are amongst the horror community in general, which is awesome. So massive congratulations, Tony, and I definitely wanted to enter your contest. I wouldn't mind winning. I've won one of your previous contests and I'm pretty keen to get my hands on the Halloween Steelbook. But anyway, along with that, I think your idea behind this contest is a great idea, to shout out some fellow YouTubers, some of your favorites. So I know I've left people off this list, but being real, these are pretty much my go-to channels, some of my all-time favorite channels. I've included a couple that perhaps most of you may never have heard of that I really like. I've included some pretty well-known guys, and I've also had to throw in some good old OG original YouTubers that have been around for years. So with that being said, I'm just going to get straight into it. These aren't really in any particular order, but since this is a contest entry for Tony, I will start with him. So Tony, HorrorHands, you have an awesome channel, buddy. We're pretty good friends. It's been fantastic getting to know you, and yeah, you definitely have one of my favorite channels out there. I really love your movie hauls and hunting videos, so pretty awesome, and yeah, big fan of your channel. The next one, I'm going to do some of the UK guys together. So the next one is HorrorHands, Bryn. Everyone knows him. He is a pretty awesome YouTuber. He's pretty well known for his reviews, so really awesome channel right there. Definitely one of my favorites. One of the OG guys, Grant, Horror Fan Man. He has been around, I think, pretty much as long as I have, so many years now. He's still uploading videos, which is awesome, and yeah, we've known each other for years. We've done a few trades back and forth in the past, and Grant's just an awesome guy. I know Tony, you and him are pretty good friends, but yeah, Horror Fan Man is awesome. So those are a few of the UK guys. Next up, we have Kevin over at Death Central. He has some of the most original and most creative content within the horror community. I'm sure everyone knows him for his Kill Count series. He just puts a ton of time and effort into all his videos, the editing, the music, what he talks about, just absolutely phenomenal stuff. So definitely one of my favorite channels is Kevin from Death Central. Another Kevin that perhaps some of you don't know about, he is a fellow Australian, and he has the channel The Art of Horror. I cannot recommend this guy enough. He has a pretty solid subscriber base behind him, but I don't think a lot of you guys within the horror community know who he is, and I urge everyone to check him out. He has probably the most unique channel within the horror community. Basically, he draws while he talks about a specific topic. So whatever he's talking about, he'll draw that particular thing. So whether it be a horror movie character or a television character, he will talk about his particular theme, and then you watch him draw. And he is a fantastic artist, really talented. I find his videos super relaxing and really soothing to watch and listen to. So yeah, I cannot recommend him enough. The Art of Horror, Kevin. awesome channel. The next one we have here is Explosive Action, who is another fellow Aussie. Simon, he's been around a really long time. He's another OG, and he does mostly update videos, monthly update videos, and he also does some music updates now as well. But his collection is phenomenal, and his knowledge is really good as well. So definitely one of my all-time favourite channels. I've known Simon for years now. We've done a ton of trades back and forth as well. Just a super awesome guy. Continuing on, another one of my favourite Aussie YouTubers is Adam Paul Beaumont, even though he goes for Richmond, which bet my AFL team Giants fucking smashed them actually in the finals, which I was pretty pissed off about. But banter aside, Adam is an awesome guy. I'm sure everyone knows who he is. He's another one that is relatively new to the horror community and has kind of taken off as well, which is awesome to see. So Adam, awesome guy, awesome channel as well. The last Aussie that I'm wanting to talk a little bit about is Al over at SuperGhidorah. He is awesome. He does a lot of figure themed videos. He's a big kaiju and Godzilla fan, but he's also a horror movie and movie fan as well, which is awesome. He just did a really good series, which I'm sure everyone knows about. He did the 4 different monsters. He did the kits and then made videos on them throughout October. Great series, and yeah, he's another one that puts a lot of time and effort, really well spoken, really knowledgeable about what he talks about, which is awesome. So that is Al over at SuperGhidorah. Pretty much his best friend on here, Cadaver Club Ben, I've got to also mention him, so I'll mention him along with SuperGhidorah. He's another one that's big into figure collecting, Godzilla, kaiju, and also a massive fan of horror films. Me and Ben chat back and forth pretty regularly, and I do consider Ben a really good friend, and if it wasn't for Ben, I don't think I would be that into Godzilla. So thanks a lot for that, Ben. But yeah, Ben is an awesome guy, another true staple within the horror community. So that's that one. Another guy that perhaps you haven't heard of before, maybe, because I don't really think he's another one with a pretty decent subscriber base, but I don't think a lot of you guys know who he is, and that is Retro Horror Wayne. He did the 31 Days of October. He's been around YouTube for a while now, for at least a couple of years, and we're pretty good friends. He's an older guy, which I think is really awesome, because you get a completely sort of different perspective than a lot of the younger ones coming through, although most of us tend to be a similar age group, like 30s, 40s, 50s. But it's just pretty interesting hearing him talk, because he watched a lot of horror movies, like a lot of the Hammer films growing up, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, he has a massive collection. He's another one that does a lot of movie updates, and he is very knowledgeable on the genre. So Retro Horror Wayne, another one of my favourite channels. Moving on here, a few more to get through. We have TheHORRORman. He's another OG. He really needs no introduction. Everyone knows who Joe is. Awesome guy. I've known Joe for years. Joe, I'm super glad that you are back making videos, and of course you came up with the amazing slashback challenge, so that was really cool. Next up we have J Super Awesome, or Jack. I'm sure everyone knows who he is. One of my favourite people, honestly. I really enjoy chatting back and forth with you, Jack. So yeah, J Super Awesome. Couple more here. S Collectables Cody. I'm relatively new to Cody's channel, but I really enjoy his content. His collection is amazing, and I really enjoy his horror soundtrack vinyl videos that he uploads, and just a really down-to-earth nice guy. Sean Erschen, who I don't really see making too many videos at the moment, but he explained why. He's got a few things going on, but I've always been a big fan of Sean Erschen. I love his energy and his vibe within his videos, and we have a lot in common, not just in terms of horror, but also in terms of music as well. So yeah, Sean is an awesome dude. 2 more to go. I'm not sure if I mentioned Jason yet, Horrific Nightmares JM. If I have, I do apologise. My list is out of order, it's kind of bad. But yeah, Horrific Nightmares JM, got to include Jason on this list. He is definitely one of my all-time favourites. Another one that I'm pretty good friends with. We chat back and forth a bit, and super, super nice guy. The best way to sum up Jason is he is really, really nice. Next we have Ryan 1988, which is another OG from back in the day. He's been on YouTube longer than I have. I think he's been around for well over 10 years, and he's still uploading videos. Not as often as he used to, but he still uploads some movie updates and haul videos. I would definitely recommend checking him out. He helped me out a lot back when I was first starting YouTube, and if it wasn't for him, I definitely would not have half the slasher collection that I do, because he is a massive fan of slasher movies, and he did a lot to help me in terms of recommendations and movies to collect back in the day when I first started here on YouTube. So Justin Ryan 1988 is another one of my OG favourites. And there's one more person that I guess I will mention. That's Brad BroncoJuggalo. Yeah, he's alright, you know. I thought I'd chuck him on in the list because, you know. But nah, for real, Brad, you know I'm only fucking with you, mate. We love messing about. But BroncoJuggalo Brad really needs no introduction. To me, he is like the heart of this horror community. He tends to bring everyone together. He does really, really awesome streams, and yeah, just a super nice guy. Brad and I, we've chatted on a pretty personal level on certain things that a lot of you guys don't know about, and Brad, I want to thank you for that, because that meant a lot to me, to be able to open up to you. So I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, Brad, awesome guy, really, really good friend. So that's BroncoJuggalo or Brad. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Tony. I've prattled on for long enough here, but I definitely wanted to mention quite a few people for this video. And yeah, these are pretty much my go-to, some of my all-time favourite channels, whether it be something that I've discovered more recently or channels that I've been watching for years and years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to everyone's channel in the description box below. So obviously, if people watching this video aren't subscribed to everyone I've mentioned, links below, check them out. Anyway, that is it for my contest entry for you, Tony. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, all the best on your road to 500 subscribers. You'll get there in no time. Certainly really, really well deserved. Anyway, I've talked for long enough now, so I'm going to get going. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my entry, Tony, and thanks for watching.